Hello everyone, I hope everyone is feeling good wherever you are. It's good to have everybody back again in their homes. As we know, last week and last 2 weeks were kind of the hardest or the biggest moment of yours in Itadel, considering that there are some of you getting the COVID-19, and luckily you're now getting better and you can go home. So hopefully everybody is settled with their rhymes of studying at home. So now starting from this week, we are going to have the classes in the theory session online, and then in the practicum session we are going to have it through Zoom class. Okay, so let's have a look at the material for today in theory session for week 9. So as you can see, the topic is about personal computing. So the outline for this video is, so we're going to have a quick review from the mid-test week. As you know, last week we don't really have class, or we don't really have tests, but I do hope that you check the material for week 8. Okay. Sorry, week 7. And then we are going to have the discussion on the objective of the lesson for this week, and then we will discuss more the topic for week 9, which is about personal computing. So just a quick mention about your UTS, your midterm tests. So it's on the progress of marking right now. Well, you may have seen the result from part A, which is the automatic checking. So it's you should be able to see it in the e-course, but I'm on progress right now for the part B because it has to be done manually. So please be patient. Hopefully next week the marking is done and you can see the result. So when you see the result, make sure you see part A and part B, because it's part A 70% and part B 30%. Okay. Alright, so for the objective of the lesson, we are going to talk about evaluation of texts related to technology and computing. So what are we going to evaluate for this week? This week we are going to identify genre, particularly in systemic functional linguistics. So we'll have a look at how it functions to serve the information. Okay, the details will be in the slides for this week. Alright, so let's have a look at this tool first very quickly. I'm pretty sure that many of you or some of you may have looked directly at this the tool, so this device, and I'm pretty sure that this is also part of the electronic gadgets that's hits right now. Yeah, probably you know what the name is, so please write down the name, and later in the practicum we're going to discuss this. Alright, so now we are going to look at the reading for today. So the reading is about personal computing. Have a look at the reading in the campus information system, the theory session. And once you read it, I also want you to pay attention to some of the information that are being asked in the next slide. Yeah, so there are some questions over here, a comprehension question. So have a look at these questions. You can pause this video, or you can download the slide and find the answer to these questions in the text 1 or text 6 if you want to go to this week's text, and then after that answer these questions. And also there are also some questions over here regarding the words or phrases. Okay, so for example, international contested errors paid for by first recommendation and improve, and these ones are the synonyms are provided in the lines in the text. So have a look at the text and find the words that are similar to the meaning here. Okay, if you cannot find it, that's okay. We're going to discuss these answers in the practicum session. Alright, so now we are going to discuss about genre in systemic functional linguistics. Alright, so genre is driven by functional purpose of it in the society. This one is based on Glaswell in 2001. So this means some text forms may have a different genre as they function differently. For example, a letter may be written to get permission, to give recommendation, and etc. So if there is a text and the text forms like a letter, it doesn't necessarily mean that the text is because it's a letter, then the genre should be this specific one. Okay, it is based on the function. So if the function is to tell something, then it is telling something, so that's the genre. And if it is, let's say, to give recommendation to someone, that then that's the genre of the text. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the text forms define the text function. Okay, so by my explanation, I want you to have a look at this. So this is a two tasks, and the task asks something about report, but there are actually some kinds of reports. Okay, so we have data report and personal observation report. Now looking at the task, which one do you think will be the genre for data report, and which one do you think the genre for personal observation report? So have a look at this, and then after that answer these questions, and we will discuss it in our practicum. And then after that, of course, I'll ask you to identify the function of the text in our reading for today. Okay, so that will be my short introduction for our theory session for today. Remember, on the next practicum, we will discuss more on the genre, and we will also discuss the one text that I have provided in the practicum session, which is about computer components. And there are also some exercises provided in the slide for practicum session, so please do that. And also I would like to mention to you that for this week there will be one teacher that is going to join us for our practicum session. Okay, I'll tell you who he is. So it's a man. We're going to meet him in person in our practicum session. Okay, so that's all I guess for today, everyone. Here are the references if you want to know more about genre, and if you have questions, let me know. I hope everybody's feeling good knowing that you are now at home. Okay, goodbye everyone. Have a good day.